Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I am here to do a book haul. So it has been like 3-ish months since I last did a book haul. I think the last one was like in September. So it's about time that I do another one before the holidays come and I have a whole new stack of books to talk about. So today I have 10 books to haul, which isn't too bad. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and get started. So I'm going to start off with the books that I actually bought myself. The first one of those is Needful Things by Stephen King. So this is a gigantic Stephen King book. You guys know I love Stephen King. He is one of my new favorite authors that I started reading his books earlier this year and just fell head over heels in love with him. So this is the newest addition to my collection, and I saw this in, I can't remember who video it was. If I can find it, I will link it down below. It was a recommendation video based off your Hogwarts houses for Stephen King books, and this was one of them for Slytherin, which is my Hogwarts house. So this is adult thriller, and it follows a pawn shop in Maine where basically the shop has everything you could ever want and need in it, and the only way you can really get those items is like by playing pranks on people all over town. So that is the basic premise of the story. It sounds really interesting. I have a feeling it's gonna be really good. It's gonna take me a while to read considering this is like 500 plus pages, but again, I think it's gonna be fantastic. The next 3 books are all books that I had pre-ordered, and they are also all part of the same series. So the first one of those is the collector's edition of Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 1 in the Throne of Glass series, and this one is a beautiful book. So here is the front of the slipcase that it comes in. It's purple, has gold lettering, has a Cortez symbol on it. Here's the spine, and the back has this really cool sword on it. And then here you just pull this out and get the actual book, which is also stunning. So here is the front of it. Again, has the same sword symbol spine, and the back again has the Cortez logo on it. It is stunning. I can't tell which I like more, the slipcase or the actual book. Is that a problem? Probably. But on the inside, it also has some new additions to the book, including gorgeous new end papers that match the gold lettering. There is also an updated map, and also the pages have the word marks on them. I don't know how well you guys can really see that, but they're on there. And the chapter headers also have the sword. So it is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, this is probably the most beautiful book I own. I cannot stop staring at it. It is stunning. So the other 2 books that I bought myself, aka pre-ordered myself these past few months, are my most anticipated release of 2018, and that is 2 copies of Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, which is the 7th and final book in the Throne of Glass series. So this is the first edition that I have. This is the regular edition that you basically can buy everywhere. It is a huge book. It is almost 1,000 pages long, and I have a feeling that I'm going to love it. I'm still rereading the series right now on Queen of Shadows, and I also have a feeling it's going to destroy me when I get to it. So I'm kind of ready for it, but also not ready for it emotionally. But again, I have a feeling it's going to be great. I've heard fantastic things about it so far since it was released at the end of October. So that is the first edition, and the other edition that I have is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of the book. So pretty much the cover is the same. Basically everything about the book is the same. Underneath the dust jacket on the front book itself, you have Sarah's signature. And then the fun fact about this one and why I chose this one over any of the other exclusive editions is it actually comes out with a poster. So it has all of the characters that are featured in the series. So we have Kale, Rowan, Aelin, aka Selena, Dorian, and Manon on it, and it is beautiful. I love it. I don't own any Throne of Glass merchandise. I all have ACOTAR, so I am so excited about having these in my collection. I don't know if I'll actually hang up the poster on my wall because I really don't have the space. We'll have to wait and see. So those are my 2 editions of Kingdom of Ash. Now we're going to move on to the 2 books I was sent to for review. The first one of those is Mermaids Are Real, The Mystic Prong by Bo Wu. So this is a middle grade fantasy novel, and it follows a young boy who basically discovers mermaids are real. I'm not really going to give too much away about the book because I went in not knowing a whole ton, but this was sent to me for review by the author, so thank you so much to the author for sending me this. And we are going to be doing some possible sponsored stuff over on my blog, so if you guys haven't followed my blog, the link is down below. But super excited to read this. I love middle grade. I need to get more into it, so hopefully I will get to this soon. So the other book that I was sent to for review was a ARC, and this is from H&H, who I work with pretty frequently here on this channel as well as on my blog. And the book is called Break the Bodies, Haunt the Bones, and this is by Micah Dean Hicks. So this is a horror novel. I believe it's young adult, and it basically follows a girl who has some ghosts following her around, and she's kind of trying to discover why. And this comes out in February of 2019, February 5th to be exact. And horror is something that I never really wanted to read until I started reading Stephen King, and then they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review this. I said yes, just out of curiosity, so I think this will be a really fun read. I kind of like to read spooky books not only in October but as well as in winter time, so I'll hopefully get to this before it is released in February. And the last stack of books is the books that I got in my subscription boxes this month. I actually have a total of 5 books with subscription boxes to talk about. The first 2 are from the September Owl Crate box. The first one of those is Pride by Ibby. So this is a YA, I guess you could say contemporary retelling of Pride and Prejudice. It takes place in Brooklyn, and that's basically all I know. But first, can we talk about this cover? I love this kind of coppery brown color it has, and the pink. Oh, it's so pretty. I actually have not ever read Pride and Prejudice. I know the basic premise of it and what to kind of go in knowing about it, so I think I can read this without reading the original works. Hopefully that is the case. And yeah, really excited to read this. So in that same box we got Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. This is a YA fantasy book that is inspired by Japanese mythology, which sounds amazing. It follows a girl who is a shapeshifter. She can turn into a fox, and in this world, basically it is protected by a dragon, and every 1,000 years this dragon comes down to grant a wish to whoever possesses the scroll, and our main character possesses a piece of the scroll, and she is basically being hunted down by the prince who wants that scroll for himself to get himself a wish, and it follows her journey from there. I am so intrigued. I love fantasy, obviously. I also love Japanese mythology, and anything related to Japan I think is a very interesting place to learn about. So I have a feeling that I will love this. I've never read a book by Julie Kagawa, but I've heard fantastic things about her books in the past, so hopefully I will enjoy this one. The book that came in my November Outlet Crate was Girls with Paper and Fire by Natasha Nayan. This is another book that I have been looking forward to since I first heard about it. It is another YA fantasy book, and it follows a world where every year 8 girls are chosen to be what they call paper girls in this world, and they are basically, from what I've heard, sex slaves for the king, and they, do their duties over at the castle. And then one year a 9th girl is chosen, who is a girl made of fire. And our main character is trying to figure out why this 9th girl was chosen. I cannot wait to read this. This is actually going to be the chapter by chapter book club book of the month for the month of December. That is the book club I run over on Goodreads. The link is down below for you guys to go check out if you want to join us. But I'm super excited to read it. I've heard fantastic early reviews of it, so hopefully I enjoy it. And the last 2 books I have to talk about today are books that I got from Book of the Month. So I decided to try out Book of the Month for 1 month to see how I liked it, and I'm actually very happy with my experience with it, and I definitely will be returning to it in the future. The first book that I chose for November was For Better and Worse by Norgo Hunt. So this is a thriller, adult thriller, and it follows a couple who has been married for a long time, and after a while their marriage is starting to crumble, And the wife finds out some not so great things about her husband that he's done in the past, and basically she plots to kill him. And that's basically what it says in the synopsis. So that sounds really interesting. I think I will really enjoy this. I do have my speculations because you guys know thrillers really aren't my thing, but I'm starting to get more into them, so hopefully I enjoy this one. And the other book that I got from Book of the Month and the last book in this haul is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. So Hank Green, if you guys don't know, is the brother of John Green, who wrote books like The Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska. He's also a YouTuber. He runs a channel called Vlog Brothers with John, and I will link them down below. But this is Hank's debut novel. It is adult science fiction, and it follows a girl who wakes up one day to find these statues all over her town and eventually all over the world. And she makes a video talking about it, and it goes viral. And that's basically all I know. I am really looking forward to it. I've heard mixed reviews about it, so hopefully I enjoy it. It sounds like something that won't be too science fiction-y for me, just the right amount of science fiction, so hopefully that is the case. That is everything I'm going to have for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys bought this month or in the past few months, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to go check out if you want to follow me on any of those. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching today. Bye!